In this video, I'm going to show you how to create this interesting double exposure technique that I came up with, and it's actually pretty simple to do. So the first thing we're going to do is just grab two video images that we want to use. So I'm going to use this classic, like close-up portrait style image. And then I'm also going to fill in the background with this cityscape image in this case. I'm just going to scale this up a little bit so that they're both filling in the same size. Now notice how I have 3 tracks here, video track 1, 2, and 3, so I've got my background layer as 2. I've got my portrait layer as 3, and then on the bottom we're going to fill that in with a color at the end. But don't worry, we can always arrange that after. So on the top layer, we're going to first set it up for our effect. So we're going to look for an effect in the Video Effects Adjust folder called Extract. If we click and drag this onto this image, you'll see we get this cool black and white extraction of levels. And in the Effect Controls panel, we can actually adjust those levels. So you can make the black or white more prominent, and this actually gives you a pretty good degree of control over the sort of selection you need. And you can also adjust the softness to be more or harsh or more soft, and you can also invert it. So keep this in mind. We're going to use this later. Now on the background layer, we're going to go to another effect called Track Matte Key. This is in the Keying Video Effects folder. Notice how I'm just using the search bar, but you can also find it in this folder, and I'll click and drag this onto the background layer. And under the mattes, we're going to choose Video Track 3 because that's where that layer we're using is on. And we're going to change it to Matte's Luma. So this is going to take a look at the luminance values, or in other words, like the brightness values of it, and it's going to separate the image based on the white and black sections. So you can also reverse this or reverse that. I guess it doesn't really matter. Now you might be thinking, why would I do it all in this convoluted way? I can just use blending modes like lighten and screen, and that's true. You can use blending modes like lighten and screen if you just want a white or black background. But the cool part about doing it this way is that this background layer is actually transparent, so I can now go in and add anything I want in the background. So I can add a whole nother video clip, or in this case, double exposure style. We're going to go to our project menu. We're going to highlight it, and we're going to go to File, New Color Matte, and we'll press OK. And we're going to just select a color, one of these bright colors from the sky. So I'll take my ink dropper, and I'll select one of these bright sky colors, and I'll press OK, and that should pop up in your project media panel. Then you can click and drag that now on video track 1. That's why we left video track 1 empty, and I can extend it out as long as I need. And now I have this cool double exposure effect with this background, and there really wasn't much masking or anything like that to be done. If you want, you can go back now to the other layers and you can adjust the black and white input levels to see what might work better, and there's nothing stopping you at this point, either from adding different effects. Like let's say a tint on this skyscraper effective, let's say I just wanted it black and white, or if I wanted to adjust it in some other way to be different colors, so you can really continue this composition in whatever style you want, and like I said, you don't just have to use a color matte. There's nothing stopping you from using a completely different video background. So really there's some interesting ideas you can come up with and play around with, but I hope I've shown you some tools and steps that you can use and take from here. If you enjoyed this video, you can subscribe to my channel to stay tuned for all my future videos, and you can find hundreds more already for free in the playlist on my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.